Greetings, peace and love, Sister Alexis of Divine Notary and the Notary Wellness Mentor. If you want to be a tax preparer, this is pretty much the time where you need to locate a local tax office where you would like to work at. Usually the training starts now. The training can be 30 days, 60 days. It really depends on the company that you decide to work with. And it will most likely be every day during the day, or they will have evening classes. So you have to decide what works for your schedule. Some of them are paid training, some of them are not. So you want to find an office that is going to offer you paid training if that's something that you need for your family. The class is challenging. It is definitely challenging, especially if you're not used to this arena, if you're not used to dealing with tax laws, and it doesn't include much math. Some people have messaged me and they're like, well, I'm not good at math. There are formulas that you will need to follow, but usually your computer system will do that, and you will be taught how to read through the different graphs and charts. That way, if you don't have the computer to support you, then at least you know how to manually do it, which I suggest everyone learn how to manually do it, and look for the right answers for the different formulas and charts. So you don't need to know how to do math. The system that you'll be working with is really sophisticated, and it really does a lot for you, but you still need to know when there is a computer error due to your human error. The class, once you finish, you will be rewarded a certificate of completion, and then if your state requires, you will need to also take the state test. The state test is hard. It is hard. You'll be doing a lot of case studies while you're in class, and those are really helpful. I just say study, 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 study. If you have the option to get a study guide, get it, utilize it. They do not tend to be you will have to pay for it. Sorry. You'll have to pay for it. They don't tend to be free, is what I was trying to say. So if the company you're working with doesn't pay for it, suggest it. And if they give you pushback, then you want to go ahead and pay for it yourself. And keep a copy of it. You never know. You might have a friend for your state that might need it as well. So make copies from it before you decide to mark it all up. Once you have passed your state test, you're pretty much good to go as a preparer. Again, not all states require you to do so. You can just take the class, the tax prep class, and then maybe if there's additional training through the organization that you're working for, you'll have to do that. But other than that, then you'll be ready. If you are required, once you get all your paperwork back from the state, then you'll be ready to roll, and which is awesome. Make sure you jump for joy on that process, because it is a difficult test and it's a big accomplishment if you can pass it. If you don't pass it, don't feel bad. After you come out from the testing center, you'll probably know if you have passed or failed right then and there. But if you bring a notebook with you, or if it's in your car, go to your car and try to write down as many questions as possible that you can remember off top of your head, and then go back and research. It's really all about memorization. You can't go in there without studying. You just can't. Some states require an open book test, so you can bring your Pub 17 in there with you. Other states, not so much. You just have to figure it out. A quick Google search will get you the answer that is required for you. The organization that you're working for hopefully will pay for it for you, and you don't have to pay for it. But if you do have to pay for it, don't get discouraged. You know, you can always write that off depending on how you file anyway. And keep in mind, if you are currently a tax preparer, this is the season where we have to do continuing education. We have to do continuing education yearly. And don't think, oh, I'm going to start in December, because it's probably going to be too late. October, November is when you need to start doing your continuing education. The company that you're working with will offer you that information and support you through that process. It's either online, in person, or through the IRS.gov website. But it's something that you will always need to know, and you will become a commodity to anyone that you know once you have some experience to the different tax laws, because you can help so many different people. And first of all, you can help yourself. And it's great because if you do have family and friends who maybe cannot pay the $300, $400, $500 in tax prep fees, the company that you're working for probably has either a discount or a free option for some of your family members, which is great. I've been doing taxes for since I was 17, really. I was doing my own first because my mother came home with the TurboTax CD-ROM and was like, here, figure it out. And and that's how that journey started for me. And then starting to take a tax prep course, and that kind of started it. So every year I know I can expect a certain amount of money from clients. And now that I'm in a tax office seasonally, I know I can also expect, who knows, that's an unexpected amount that I will receive from tax season. But I can say that I am extremely busy, and you will most likely be extremely busy, especially during tax season. And it's just a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing. Taxes and inflation are the two biggest things that eat at our pockets. So if you know how to work around at least the tax part, then you are ahead of the game, and that's how you can keep some of your wealth in your pocket. All right, I hope you found this to be helpful. If you have any questions or concerns, go ahead and drop them in the comment section. I'll be happy to help. All my information is in the description box, so if you need my email, you need my other social media platforms information, it is there. And if you would like to schedule a consultation, that information is there as well. Peace and love, y'all. I appreciate you as always, and see you on the next go round. Peace.